Picture this. You've booked a flight, you have appointment receipts, your application reference, everything looks fine, and then the government changes the rule mid-process. Suddenly, a new document is required, and your pending status just disappears. You miss a family reunion. You lose work. The clock starts running against you the moment that new rule appears. Let me make a promise. By the time this episode ends, you'll have a 1-minute checklist to act now, exact language you can use in a complaint, and 2 real outcomes that show what to copy and what to avoid. A quick legal frame so your arguments land where they should. Portuguese administrative law and the Constitution demand predictable public administration. 2 ideas you'll hear in every decent brief. Transitional provisions, that's what lawmakers put into the text when they want a rule to apply only from a certain date. And legitimate expectation, which protects people who relied on the previous rule. EU principles like proportionality and legitimate reliance often strengthen these claims. In plain terms, if you acted under an old rule, you can argue the administration shouldn't retroactively punish you without good reason. What does a rule change look like? It's usually one of a few things. A suddenly required document, a higher income threshold, a narrower family definition, or a new way appointments are validated. Each change affects your case differently. The key question every judge and lawyer will ask, were you already in the pipeline when the rule changed? So, what do you actually do next? Start here. Freeze a timeline. Stop whatever you're doing and gather everything that proves when you submitted and what you relied on. Collect receipts, PDFs of your submission, appointment emails. Screenshot the agency's page showing the rule as it stood. Include the browser timestamp or a phone photo with a visible date. Save bank statements that show required income at the time of your filing. Capture the rule change itself, the official text, the publication date, the Diario da República link, or an archived snapshot. If the agency posted a note on its site, screenshot that too with a timestamp. Log every contact. Name, date, time, summary. Did someone tell you something over the phone? Note it. These logs show persistence and urgency if the agency ignores you. Next, complain in writing. File a formal administrative complaint naming the exact documents and dates. Keep it factual, chronological, and short. Don't ramble. Judges and officials prefer clarity over emotion. If you get silence or a denial, do not wait. Lodge an administrative appeal asking for transitional application of the old rule and request provisional measures to preserve your status while the appeal runs. Courts expect urgency and clear evidence of irreparable harm. Use this sentence as the core of your complaint. My application was submitted on date, reference number. The rule changed on date. I respectfully request transitional application of the prior rule because I reasonably relied on it and would suffer disproportionate and irreversible harm if reclassified under the new requirements. Attach a short index of evidence. What evidence actually moves cases? Originals or certified copies of the receipt, appointment confirmations, bank records, dated screenshots, and short witness statements. If you need translations, get certified ones. Organize everything in a single indexed PDF for your appeal or court package. Small things matter. I once had a client who took a slightly blurry photo of a printed appointment slip. The date was visible, and it helped prove they were in process. Don't dismiss anything that shows timing. About lawyers. Ask for administrative law experience and specific wins with immigration transitional claims. Ask for recent provisional measure examples and a written fee estimate. Watch for red flags, vague timelines, no written strategy, or no track record with interim relief. Let me tell you about 2 real outcomes. One family had receipts, screenshots, and witness notes. Their lawyer filed for provisional measures within days, and a judge granted interim protection. The family stayed together while the appeal proceeded. Another investor had a scattered dossier with no clear timestamps. the provisional request failed, and the final decision applied the new rule. Timeline plus focused legal framing wins. Scattershot files lose. A few traps. Don't wait to gather evidence. Don't assume silence means acceptance. Don't mix too many legal theories in your first appeal. Start with transitional provisions and legitimate expectation, and add proportionality only if needed. And be realistic about costs. Escalate fast for family separation or job loss. Consider alternatives for temporary inconvenience. A short legal safety note. This episode is educational, not a substitute for legal advice. Misapplying legal doctrines can waste time and money. Courts may still decline provisional measures, which is why early counsel and clean evidence matter. Now, do this in the next 60 seconds. 1. Find your application receipt and appointment emails. 2. Screenshot the agency page showing the old requirement with a timestamp, or take a dated photo. 3. Compile those into a single PDF and email it to yourself. Then send a short formal complaint to the agency with your file number in the subject line. Download the Rule Change Response Checklist on the episode page. And if you want an anonymized review on a future show, submit a 200-word summary. No personal data. Act fast. Gather your timestamps and file that complaint within the hour. Turn bureaucracy into accountability. Your rights don't disappear at the border. Knowledge is your best defense. Document everything, act lawfully, and protect your future. Always consult a qualified Portuguese lawyer for your specific case. Thanks for listening to Portugal Rights Rebel. I'm Elena Vargas. Keep your papers close and your timelines closer.